Today we're going to be making this amazing indoor plant pot. Stick around to the end to see two stunning variations and also to find out how you can get your hands on the plans for all three builds. We're going to be doing a scrap wood challenge, which is a new regular feature that's going to be on the channel. We're going to take this scrap piece of wood, which is really old, it has got some mould staining on it, but it's been treated several times and I've just treated it again to make sure on both sides. I'm going to make one item out of it, which should be really nice for the home. Stick around to the end to see three variations of the item and also to find out more about the scrap wood challenge. I'm going to put a new edge on because the old factory edge is a bit battered, measure what we need and then cut off the waste so that I can run it through the table saw. I set the table saw up, we get these pieces cut and go on to the next steps. I have no dust collection yet for the table saw, so I'm going to have the fan running. So I'm going to mute this section so you don't have to listen to the noise of that. I'm in the process of designing and 3D printing a adapter for the table saw so it fits my shop vac, but that doesn't negate the fact that you still need your PPE. The tools I'm using make this easier and faster, admittedly, but you could do this with the jigsaw or even a handsaw, but you do need to be fairly accurate. So as these have all the staining on, I'm just going to give them a quick coat of paint. I was going to paint the outsides anyway, but I've decided to paint the whole thing. We'll do that, let them dry, and then we'll get to the next step. I'm going to put a graphic on screen, but basically that's the formation you want. So as you can see, each one butts up to one side, and then the bottom just drops in and destroys it all. Right, yeah, so I'm going to glue all the edges. I have had to fettle one edge of the bottom because it was a little oversized, but the rest of it was fine. And that'll be it. And then I'm going to brad nail it. Now, if you haven't got a brad nailer, you can screw it, but you'll need to pre-drill first to avoid splitting the wood. Now, I'm going to clamp these because these are a bit of a nightmare to do with this brad nailer. Lovely. Well, that's inside there now, that's not out at all. Right, what are we going to do now? Well, let me show you. All that's left to do now is decorate our pot. I'm using this 5mm thick, 100mm wide, 900mm long basswood. I had a couple of lengths of this left over from a laser project recently. I've designed the slats that I'm going to use for the laser, so I've actually cut them on the laser. You could do this manually, you could use a knife even, it's only basswood after all, but you could use your chop saw and your table saw together. There's plenty of ways to do this without, you know, needing a laser. But I've got them prepared already, so we'll stick them to the pot. And I'll show you how I'm going to do that. These are 10mm wide, allowing for a 5mm gap between the slats. They'll run lovely from the top of the pot to the bottom of the pot. If there's any interest in the plans, please leave a comment in the section below, hit the like button, and I'll make plans available for these with all the cut files for the laser and a cut list for the various pots that I'm going to show you at the end of the video. I'm not going to paint over the nail holes. I don't see any reason to. Some of them will be covered by these anyway. And I'm going to show you now what I'm going to do. There's two different sizes of these slats. Put the longer one on the top, use the shorter one to gauge the overhang before you glue them down. This takes a while, so I'm going to fast forward through a few and then I'll do the other side. I'm using one of the slats as a spacer, which is 5mm, which is perfect. Now we're just going to repeat the whole procedure on the opposite side, using the longer ones again, and always start at the top because it's designed to give you a little overhang on the bottom, which just keeps the middle of the base off the surface. And now for the sides. Not going to worry about the spacer here, just line them up between the two slats. I'm using super glue with activator. This isn't going to be under any stress, so it should be absolutely fine. And then we just repeat the process on the final side, and this stage is complete. A quick rub over with some sandpaper just to tidy it up. And there we go, a nice little planter for indoors. And it's been coated with a clear coat lacquer. It's had 2 coats now. I did an extra coat. And I think that's lovely. I've printed a 3D sleeve for it, which fits it nicely. You don't need to have a 3D printer to print the sleeve. You can just buy a pot from Amazon and then make your dimensions fit that pot. I've also got the same design, but different dimensions. I really like this one. This is my favorite. I think the dimensions work really, really well. I love the detailing on the sides. That's the beauty of the laser. It just burns and darkens certain parts of the wood, and obviously you can see it on the top. I 3D printed a sleeve for this one as well. Now, you don't need a 3D printer, as I mentioned before. Just buy your pot and then alter the plans to fit that pot. More on that in a second. My last one, the gardeners with patios will recognise this type of planter. It's just for an indoor plant pot, but you know, it's easy to do using the techniques shown here. And I've just used lolly sticks for the slats, and you can just cut them with a crafting knife. I did it with a pair of pliers, so that's nice and easy. And I think that looks quite effective actually. Stands lovely. And again, I haven't printed a 3D sleeve for that one, but it's the same size as the other sleeve, so just a standard 4x4 pot. If you made it this far into the video, you're a legend. Thank you so much. If you want the plans for the pots, please put plans in the comments below. If you've enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. That helps us massively. That really pushes the video. Some quick beauty shots for you. And I'm going to leave a link right here to a playlist with all my other woodworking projects so far.